Australia for the G20 summit. They're set to talk about how to strengthen the global economy.
It's the first of a series of reports you'll only see on ABC 12. ABC 12's Washington correspondent Jacqueline Policastro is there to break it all down and explain why this matters to you.
This might sound like just another big meeting with world leaders, but it's a lot more than that. What happens here hits close to home when it comes to our economy and jobs. Every American has a stake in the success of the G20 summit. This is where presidents, monarchs, and prime ministers get together to take on the world's biggest economic challenges. The G20 summit started during the global financial crisis in 2008.
We're in the midst of a serious financial crisis.
What in the world is happening on Wall Street? World leaders are still working to stop the fallout, and each year they tell us they make progress.
We have to learn we don't live in a nation anymore. We live in a global economy. What happens in the rest of the world makes a great deal of difference to us.
World leaders arrived. I was there in Pittsburgh, 2009, when leaders addressed the problem of too big to fail financial institutions. The president arrived in Los Cabos, 2012, when G20 nations reaffirmed their pledges to increase the International Monetary Fund. And in St. Petersburg, I'm Jacqueline Policastro in St. when Syria and security dominated coverage. Here's what's on the agenda this year: trade, jobs, infrastructure investment, and tax reform.
A lot of the issues that are taken up as global concerns are very important to us, so we should care a lot.
The G20 is powerful. G20 nations generate 85% of global GDP, are responsible for more than 3/4 of all world trade, and are home to 2/3 of the world's population.
I think the leaders, when they get together this time in Australia, they really have to come together in terms of advancing economic freedom and implementing those good policies.
So it's not only about the photo ops. There's a serious job for world leaders meeting here. They say they're working to save our economy and our jobs through good policy and financial reforms. Reporting in Brisbane, Australia, I'm Jacqueline Policastro.